All right, so day 2 of the challenge. Here we are. We're still early in the process, but today we're gonna work on the statue, we're gonna work on the posing, we're gonna work on the sculpting, and then we're gonna go and work on the texturing as a final. And if you haven't seen day 1, make sure to click on the reel that is gonna be on the screen right now. And today we're gonna work with 3 softwares, mainly Unreal Engine, obviously. Then we're gonna work with Substance Painter and Blender. Substance Painter is not free. However, you can do whatever I do in Substance Painter in Blender as well, I believe. So Blender is free, therefore you can do everything in Blender. But yeah, so let's go. So here we have the scene, and I removed the statue just for the sake of the demonstration. And I have the blueprint right here and of the statue, so we're actually gonna drop it in, make it as big as we want to, and then we're actually going to switch the material for now because I don't want to be distracted. Okay, so once we change the material, now let's open up the sequencer and we're gonna drop the statue on the timeline, and here we have our statue right here. So I'll quickly get my references of the poses that I was looking at, and I think we're gonna go with this one. I really like this one, but his face looks funny. So this one could work, but this might actually be it. So it's pretty similar though. Okay, so we got the references. So I'm actually gonna do a front pose. So definitely the spine is curved. I'm gonna remove the snap in right here. So definitely it's curved. One thing that I really don't like about metahumans, and I hope, even though I don't think they will fix it, is the hands, like the finger. Like all the fingers like bend kind of weird, so they look too rubbery, and I don't like it. Like at this point, like you got a really good base in terms of like the face is really good. Usually like texturing and all that good stuff, it's really good. But like the hands though, like look how jelly it looks. I don't know. Might be me though. Like I can't express somehow the level of tightness of like a fist for some reason. One cool thing that you can do in Unreal, it's use the pose feature where you can select, in this case, all the fingers that you want to copy. Then you go into the poses, you go to create pose, and then you write fist _ right, create asset. And then what you can do is by selecting your character, you can go to mirror, select control. It's going to select control of the other side, the mirrored part. And then you can actually go paste pose, and then boom. We got the same thing that we did on the other side onto the left side. And you're good to go. Okay, and then for the face animation, do this. Face animation, it's like I think like the most difficult part of usually animating the face manually is the lips, because the lips do have a lot of controls, and they're not like really straightforward. I wish they could actually do something a little bit more straightforward and interesting. I'll show you, because like if I want to push forwards this lips, the bottom lips, what should I click? Should I click towards, purse, funnel, lips bite, lips press, lips tighten, lips together, mouth press, mouth suck. Like what? So it's kind of like, I don't know. This should be, I think it should be done a little bit better. So I usually go by trial and error. And also there's this panel on the right side that actually has a little bit more details, more controls. So you should definitely check those out as well. I don't want it to be symmetric. I want it to be a little less. Okay, so the pose is this one, and the statue, obviously, the size is it's a little too big, so we're gonna tweak it. We're gonna go with 3. Let's see, 3. Okay, so once we're happy with the result, then we're going to actually export this animation through the sequencer, obviously. So make animation sequence, go to content, create a new folder, say animation, then body, Giannis. That's usually what I name stuff. Export, everything is fine, and just click export. Then you go to face, again, bake animation sequence, animation, face, Giannis, okay, export. We're gonna go to the body, let's see, kept the animation, so that's good. And then we're gonna go here, export, preview mesh, Antetokounmpo, body and his previous mesh. Okay, save. Then we need morph targets for sure. We need preview mesh for sure. We don't need all the rest, like collision, level details. We don't need that. So export. That's good. And then we do the same thing for the head. Then we're gonna go to Blender. All right. So after a little bit of troubleshooting, and when I say a little bit, I mean like an hour and a half. I managed to actually export the mesh in Blender. So we're gonna work on the sculpting right now. First of all, we gotta attach the 2 parts, which are the head and the body. So after you join it, then we can actually go and sculpt it. But first I'm gonna subdivide it. Maybe gonna go to deform and generate multi-resolution. There you go. So now it's just a matter of sculpting like this small details, muscles here and there. By the way, I'm not like obviously a sculptor or whatever, so anatomy might be incorrect, but it works. So we can actually start sculpting, and for some reason in 5.8, I'm not sure why this is disconnected. I've always done it and it's not, never had that issue, but yeah, we're gonna roll with it. See, with this brush, I can actually kind of fake this striation and stuff. Again, I'm not gonna go, like I'm not trying to go one-to-one, but I'm trying to get the feeling of muscles, stuff like that. Kind of like the separation between the 2. Then I can always go to smooth and make it smoother a little bit. So it's a process that it's gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna actually use the inflate as well. There you go. To add more volume. I usually tend to go too far on purpose and then actually dial it back. So for example, this one's a little bit too wide. There you go. Same for the front. Then let's see. This one is fine. I need to add this small part. I'm really trying to kind of portray that face, like effort, like he's actually screaming. So veins are really a big part of this, and some of them are like really popping, some of them are not. Maybe the tendons as well here helps with the hand. Yeah, see how much it pops more. Yeah, that's fine. And after it saves it, we're gonna go to Substance Painter and add some marble materials. And here we have the model. So now we can actually see the details that we sculpted. So now we're gonna go and see, first of all, if they have a marble material. Then we have our model. So we're gonna drop it into the body, and you can see already it's looking great. And then what we're actually gonna do is here, instead of UV projection, we're gonna go triplanar, and it's not gonna show us the seam in between right here. As you can tell, like you can see the UV unwrap. If you go with triplanar, it's not gonna show that, so that's good to know. All right, so I guess I have to speak louder because my microphone died. So after we textured Giannis, we're gonna actually export the textures. So export textures. We're gonna just export what we worked on. We're gonna go into our level, and we're gonna import the texture that we just created from Substance Painter to Unreal. So then we create the material for the body, which we're gonna drag in, and then we're just gonna add the textures. There's the normal map, and then this one. When you see this type of colored texture, I used to be so confused, and then I realized that they actually put the name of the channels in order in the actual name of the file. So in order, it's red channel is ambient occlusion, green channel is roughness, and then the blue one is metallic. There you go, that's it. That's all you need to know. So then you save it. Then what we're gonna do the same thing for the head. However, the normal one, we're actually gonna use the normal that we have from Giannis face textures. As you can see, it brings out some skin's detail a bit more. Then we have to actually plug in the roughness, which is right here. All right, so so now to finalize the statue, we're gonna actually create some clothing for him, and we're gonna use Marvel's Designer. So since I've already made a project for the Miami Heat, I already have made the Miami Heat jersey and outfit. So we're gonna actually use that for the sake of time, and we're gonna import our model, and then we're gonna actually make it fit to the statue, what we already have. And by the way, if you want me to go into more details on how to create clothing and stuff, let me know. I might do a video, I might do a course on the whole process in details. So I'm just not gonna show everything for the sake of being in this type of short videos or longer on YouTube, but you get the point. It'll take me forever to do everything in so many, like in very detailed fashion. Right now I'm just adjusting the shorts and the jersey to fit as close as possible. And it's gonna realign regardless, so I'll show you in a second. But the waistband is fitting. Okay, and then once you're happy, you just press this button and it's gonna fit our characters. So, okay, so once you import the Alembic, we're gonna apply the materials to it, and obviously it looks a bit too real, so we're gonna have to tweak it, make sure that it still looks like marble, but it has that heat accent on it. So we're gonna close. Yeah, I think after this we should be good with. All right, so that's it for today, and we are actually gonna work on lighting next. Right now I just want to go as fast as possible through the whole process and then do small tweaks at the end. So that's it for today, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow if you tune in. And remember, if you haven't seen day 1, go check it out. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.